William, given the fact that you have been so prolific in the broader cryptocurrency space, I do want to get your thoughts on some of this pretty dramatic volatility we have seen in some of these assets in recent days.
Sure. Well, obviously, everyone knows Bitcoin is a volatile digital asset. Part of that is because it's new, roughly 10 years or so in the making, but also because it is it's innovative. A lot of people who are holding it are still learning about how crypto works. What we've also seen is with the influx of people, many people from let's say traditional finance roles, who are holding it and thinking it as a risk type asset, the same that say they would hold with or to think about with something like a growth stock. We've seen when there's a risk off mentality with those types of investors, we see weakness in BTC. So when it's risk off, a lot of the newer investors tend to reduce their exposure to Bitcoin.
I mean, one of the other narratives that I think is circulating around, and maybe it dovetails right into that, is this idea of Bitcoin and some of these other cryptocurrencies as instruments of leverage. How much is that playing a role in some of these outsized moves we've seen?
I don't think the leverage aspect is significant, and it's worth noting to your viewers that any of the leverage that crypto has comes from other crypto people. So this is not loans coming from government guaranteed deposits. But while different crypto derivative exchanges do allow leverage, generally speaking, that accounts for maybe a rapid but pretty small amount of movement in let's say BTC or Ethereum prices. Usually it has to do more, significant price changes have to do more with dramatic news. Let's say China banning crypto mining or the Fed tightening its monetary policy. Those tend to be what influences it more, at least for the longer term.
So let's get to this news of the day, the fact that you are partnering with AMC Theaters to issue this I Own AMC NFT that's going to be available to all of the existing and new members, at least through later this month, of the so-called AMC Investor Connect, which is basically the self-described retail investors in AMC. What are the details? How many NFTs are you going to issue? And what's that going to mean in terms of, I guess, trading capabilities for these?
Sure. Well, I'm really glad to be working with AMC on this. We had done just about a week ago another very successful drop, NFT drop, where you could receive an NFT for buying the Spider-Man movie ticket in advance. I think that was their second most successful pre-sale of a movie ticket. So we then immediately followed it up with something for the shareholders of AMC, so they can obtain a NFT, an AMC Investor Connect NFT, that gives them certain perks, things like advanced screenings, things like concession products at the movie theater, membership in their loyalty program. And I want to emphasize that because most people think about a NFT as sort of something that holds a media file, a picture, a video, a snippet of music. NFTs are much broader. They're actually mini computers, and they can do things like, let's say, a shareholder membership program. And because the NFT can't be copied, it's a very reliable way to have someone's identity, for instance, as an AMC shareholder, be represented. And we're beginning to see a lot more NFTs used this way. Recently in New York City, there was an NFT conference, and people who held certain NFT collections used those to gain admittance to parties and after-conference events. So the NFT as sort of an identity is becoming a new phenomenon that we're starting to see.